Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? This is very serious. Are you serious? They're murdering now members of parliament there in the United Kingdom. This is the third time in the last 4 years that a member of parliament has been brutally murdered. And this time it's Anne Whitcombe. She's the ex-politician. She was once a member of parliament. Anne Whitcombe has been brutally murdered. Let me tell you why. Give me a second here. First, just a fast shout out for Noble Gold, because everyone's getting excited about AI. They think it's going to be a smarter future, a faster future, everything connected, everything in the cloud. But what happens if it breaks? I mean, what happens when the system that holds your money gets hacked? When AI trained on every password, every pattern, every weakness, every algorithm turns its attention to your bank account. How much of your wealth exists only in the number on the screen? What happens if you wake up and you're locked out of your own life? No cash, no card, no access, no fun, just a message on the screen telling you, wait, and then wait. This is why smart Americans are turning to Noble Gold. Physical gold, something you can hold in your hand. Gold, a biblical currency. You can have gold coins, gold bars that you can stack, or silver. Either way, an asset that doesn't live on the server, but it can be physically, tangibly yours. Find out how at www.pastorpaulgold.com. And if you qualify, and you probably do, they'll give you this 10-ounce silver bar, America 250. 10-ounce silver bar, America 250. Find out how you can get your free silver bar. Just call that number, 877-646-5347, and tell them Paul Begley sent you there. All right, and we're doing this a special promotion as well. You can see that on the ticker below. But first, let's talk about this situation. A man has been arrested on suspicion of murder of a very prominent British ex-politician, Anne Whitcombe. Now, the police say that the incident is not being treated as a terror-related or even politically motivated. But British Interior Minister Shabana Mahmood says that the circumstances of this death is extremely distressing. The British police said today that just a few minutes ago they arrested a 26-year-old man who's been arrested on suspicion of the murder of Anne Whitcombe. She was 78 years old, a former government minister, a member of the parliament. Matt Longman from Devon and Cornell Police said the suspect remained in custody and that the incident is not being treated as terrorism or politically motivated. But the 78-year-old former conservative lawmaker and prisons minister had sustained serious injuries when she was found in Haytor at the edge of Dartmoor National Park, according to an earlier statement from Devon and Cornwall police departments. Now, Interior Minister Shabana Mahmood said the circumstances of her death are extremely distressing. Are you serious? Yes, it is. Whitcombe served in the House of Commons as a member of Parliament from 1987 to the year 2010. That's 23 years. And she was known for socially conservative views, opposing abortion rights and opposing the expansion of LGBTQ rights as well. She found fame after leaving the parliament as a television pundit and a contestant on the Strictly Come Dancing and Celebrity Big Brother reality TV shows. She later joined the Brex Party, became a spokeswoman for the anti-immigration reform of the UK party. So she was a conservative lawmaker opposing abortion, opposing the LGBTQ rights, and opposing immigration, okay? Especially illegal immigration. But former Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that she was a very heroic Brexiter. She was a part of the group that called for the Brexit to get out of the European Union. And she was a great speaker who could move Tory audiences to such ecstasy that she was a very hard act to follow. The management company that represented her after she left politics said her life and career were driven by strong Christian values and a commitment to public service. She loved the cut and thrust of the political debate, and 16 years after leaving the parliament, she was still actively campaigning for the Reform United Kingdom and offering forthright views on the hot topics of the day. As Anne once said, we get one go this side of eternity. You get one shot at life. Life is not a dress rehearsal. You need to take the opportunities that you like and you go for it. That's my philosophy. Well, this is a horrific murder. We do not have the name of the murder, so I don't know. They say it's not politically motivated. They say it's not terrorism, but just give us the name of the suspect. And a lot of times the name helps us start to identify where the person is from or what group they may be belonging to or been influenced by. Or is this just a lone wolf murderer who just decided to kill this old woman for no reason, not realizing that she was a prominent political figure? I just don't buy that. I really don't. And also, Mike from the World last night talking about a terrorist attack that's getting ready to hit the United Kingdom. He says it could kill 20 million British citizens, and he says it's from a nuclear detonation. And he is absolutely, for him to be that specific means there is got to be a plan in motion that the United States has identified. And so we're going to pray for the United Kingdom. They need our prayers. They're under the threat of terrorism. We don't know who killed Anne Whitcomb. It could have just been a deranged individual in the park and randomly killed this woman. We don't know. But I know this. Things don't look good. It don't look good. Everybody stay focused.
I see geese flying high above the water.
We're in a battle.
Child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweet.
This is incredible.
At a roadside Idaho cafe, I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
Hang on, I'll tell you what happened.
And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn.
Brutal murder.
I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
There's anarchy in the streets. There's murder on the mind of those who are against the West. Mike from around the world said there would be threats against the British. Last night,
all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth for the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And a shotgun blast echoed across the page. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
so Anne Whitcomb, a prominent former a former member of the parliament, has been brutally murdered, her head bashed in, and other injuries. They are not releasing the name of the 26-year-old man that murdered her. So, and they're saying that the British Interior Minister, Shabana Mahmood, says this is extremely distressing, but this is not an act of terror. Well, it's something bad, whatever it is. We'll see. I mean, we need the name of the individual who did it. We really need the name, and that helps us begin to identify or begin to know where to look on what was the motivation that this young man at 26 years old, why did he kill this 78-year-old lady who was a former member of Parliament? This is the third member of Parliament in the United Kingdom to be murdered since 2021. In the last 5 years, now 3. And she was a conservative Christian with conservative views, completely pro-life, anti-illegal immigration. She believed in the sanctity of marriage, So, and she was targeted and brutally murdered. So please pray for her family and for the nation of England. And Mike from around the world said last night there was going to be a terrorist attack that was going to hit England and that 20 million people would die. Now, this is, and I said, hold it a minute, Mike. Are you serious? And he said, yes, 20 million. And I said, how? He said, a nuclear detonation. It's coming. And he said, it's coming from one of the data centers that are being built, because these data centers are being built with their own little nuclear power plants to give the power to the beast. They're giving power to the beast. Guys, that's why my book, Trump versus the Beast, is taking off. And it ships September the 8th. But you can get your pre-orders in right now, and I would ask you to do that. This is going to be incredible. It's ranked number 23 right now in the prophecy section on Amazon. It's the number 3 new bestseller. It's number 3 on the new release list. So people are getting it. Trump versus the beast. He's not the Messiah, and I say that plainly in the book. He's not the Savior. He's not our Messiah. But God is using him divinely to help create an atmosphere so that Christians can go forward with the gospel of Christ, and also protection for Israel in this time of great trepidation. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. I have a meeting to go to right now. I shall return. Give your life to Christ. We're running out of time. Are you serious?